IoT.
Hello, GM.
Hey guys.
All right, we are going live. Data is sending. And we are started. GM, everybody. Welcome back to yet another Liquidium Lunch Club. And I feel like every week we are doing what we can to try to bring some awesome people in and talk about some innovation happening in the ecosystem. Last week we had Bob on, talked a little bit about Odin Fun and the things he's cooking up there. This week I am joined by my wonderful co-host and our CTO here at Liquidium, Peter. What's up, Pete?
Let's go. How we doing, guys?
Sir. Good, man. Good.
Thank you.
And our special guest today, we have some innovators, big time innovators. We have Shivani and Apoorva in the building from EduBook. How are you guys doing today?
We are doing fantastic, and now that we see you and we hear you, we are doing even greater. Shivani, can you say something? I think we are not able to hear you.
Yes, amazing.
Fantastic. Perfect.
Thanks for coming, guys. James has said a lot about you. He had a very good first impression, I think. And what you guys are doing seems really awesome. So we're excited to talk about it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Pete.
Yeah, so if you guys can take a second right now in the audience, if you're watching on Twitter or even on Discord here, feel free to hit that retweet button on it and help us out, share it, break the algorithm. Let's have some homies come in and check out what we have cooking here today. Before we jump into our content, of course, this is the Lunch Club, so we have to do our due diligence here. Would you guys have any food and drink situation going on at the moment? We can start with Shivani and then Apoorva and then Pete. Do you guys have anything going on?
I can kick it off in case they're a little unfamiliar.
Oh, okay, go
oh yeah, so this is the Lunch Club. So normally we bring some snacks sometimes. Well, we try to, but we really never do, I think.
Speak for yourself.
James and I, we actually had some lunch breakfast together. We were just cooking. I made some eggs. I forget what you made, James, but I made some eggs on toast just before this.
Had some homemade chicken noodle soup.
We should get on top of this, but yeah.
Hey, buddy.
If you guys have anything,
I just have water.
Stay hydrated. I like that. I have a salted caramel porter here. Nice little happy hour beer.
Yeah.
happy hours
in the
earlier
morning,
today.
Yeah. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere, bro. I'm not in Paris right now for all the festivities and FOMO with the homies. So look, it's like 6 over there. We're good. All right, let's go ahead and kick things off. So I won't talk too much about it as I would love to hear the explanation from the co-founders themselves, but we have the co-founders of EduBook who are doing some very innovative things at the cross section of blockchain technology and education. On top of that, empowering the next generation of builders and users to get educated and hopefully come work with us in the sector. So I'll leave it over to you guys now to let you introduce yourself, let people know who you are, your credentials, kind of how you've walked through life and gotten to this point, and then maybe a little bit about EduBook and the plan there. And feel free to share screens and walk us through anything you'd like. The floor is yours.
Sure. Thanks a lot, James. Thanks, Pete, for inviting us, and we are really happy to be here. And so basically, just a quick introduction about myself, and then we'll have Shivani, and then we'll talk about Edubuk. So regarding me, I am from IIT and IIM background, and these are two top tier colleges in India, basically for engineering and MBA, and it's the same pedigree of colleges from where Sundar Pichai, Satyan Nadella of Google and Microsoft respectively are. And so I'm from there, and I'm also a CFA charter holder. Worked with for 10 plus years, worked with Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, DE Shaw in their quant hedge funds. And I kept on upskilling myself. I mean, I was working there, my brain was there, but not my heart, right? So what I did was, I kept on upskilling myself in blockchain, AI, um, then cybersecurity, cloud computing, all these upcoming technology from various online plus offline courses from tier one colleges in India. Besides that, I was doing my job, and it so happened that like 8 years ago, I met Shivani. The first day we met was the first day of our engagement. So that's a nice story. And basically where so then like Shivani come from the education background, and I'll let her speak about that more. And so from last 2.5 years we are working full time on Edubuk as our co-founders, both of us. And yeah, so I'll speak more about Edubuk, and Shivani will too. Let The floor is yours, Shivani, for you for the introduction.
Yes. So, hi all. Thanks, James and Peter, for inviting us here. Yes, my name is Shivani Mehrotra, proudly working as the COO here and co-founder at Edubuk. It's been quite an amazing journey so far, like last 5 years. And regarding my acad, so I was primarily economics and management student and was the university topper for economics and management. And then I went on to qualify UGC NET examination for professorship in both the subjects. So was teaching for 10 plus years to graduate and postgraduate students, economics, management, and emerging technologies. That was the time when I actually connected with these youth wanting to find proper employment opportunities, and also met at the very same time the international recruiters, because for a small stint I also worked as the chief global engagement officer for the American University here in India. So the job was to have a proper liaison and the interaction of the Indian students to be recruited for various postgraduate courses there in USA. So that was the time when we found, like, okay, the skilling is one problem. Definitely we all need to upskills ourselves in AI, mostly because this is a very booming and upcoming term, and all the emerging technologies follow, like blockchain, crypto. So all we should know all of that, so that we can have access to James, we can have access to Liquidium, we can have access to so many crypto meme coins there, and help ourselves grow as a person or as an investor or as a trader. There are so many new options and jobs available. But when you go on to see for the Asian markets or the underdeveloped or low developed countries, as of now, they are generally not aware. So first thing was to make them aware. Second thing was to help them skilled and upskill themselves. And the most important thing is to find a proper employment. Employment can range from three categories, like being an intern for an internship, a part-time or a contractual employee, or a full-time job. So all these things require skilling. So that was a major area when we thought we should focus on. And I think we are doing justice there. So as a professor, meaning I have been very thorough with the content, what to teach, how to teach, and when to teach. What is unessential. Many a times we log on to so many YouTube videos and so many stuff on Twitter and elsewhere, also blogs and Medium. But after spending 5, 10, 20 minutes, we realize that it all was nothing new. We already knew that. So why not make content which is actually fruitful content, or which can be learnt, which can be understood, and which can be new, in the sense it is good to upskill yourself not by knowing what you already know, but by knowing what you do not know. So that is a major issue these days because of the advent of social media. Like, there is too much of information, and that information is everywhere. So we have to help the students to catch on to the right information, right time, and then move to the path of employment. So I think that was a brief about myself, and floor is open, Apurva, for the introduction about EduBook, and you can share your screen.
Yeah, sure. So before sharing the screen, I'll just do a quick update. I mean, just a quick background about Edubuk. So basically, um, at Edubuk, we are doing two major things. One is the emerging technology skilling, where we teach students, basically college youth, from 18 years, 16, 17 to 18 years starting until 25 years of age. And we teach them no code, emerging technologies like ABCDs, artificial intelligence, blockchain, cybersecurity, and data science. These four things we teach them, and we teach them in a no-code scenario. Why no-code? Because as the future holds, as Sundar Pichai from Google, Satya Nadella from Microsoft, and also um, Jensen Huang from Nvidia, they all have said that the future of coding is actually no-code platforms. There are a lot of code already there in GitHub. Let that become your algorithm, and LLM models help you code. But then you use these new age applications, generative AI driven applications to do new stuff and do it more faster and more effective. So more efficient and more effective manner. So that's one thing. Secondly, besides skilling, after they are skilled, what we help them is to record their CVs or certificates on the blockchain. And this I'll show you when I do my slide. So it's basically the whole whatever you are writing will have to have a proof and will have to be on chain approved by the issuer, because the problem of fake credentials and fake certificates is a global problem, not a India specific. Or the other day while we were in Bali in the Solana Temple program, we spoke with people, and we spoke with a yoga teacher about what we are solving and doing, and she said it's a global problem, and she also faced it in Indonesia. People faking their credentials and all, and even platforms like LinkedIn are facing such issues. And we all the time hear about Twitter and Telegram with having bots and all that. So, and in the age of generative AI, who is genuine, what is genuine, and what is not, is the most important problem of our time in the future. Because from videos to images to people talking, everything can be imitated now. So there are pros and cons of generative AI, but that's one of the cons. But then who is real and who is not? So that's why DID is such a big thing in the in industry. DID, like like decentralized identity is fine, yes, but then your VID also, right? Verifiable ID, no, or verifiable credentials, VCs. So these are very, very important terms going forward. So that's what we do, like having the students' credentials on the blockchain, and then we have them get the jobs using their fully verified CVs, and use AI to match their CVs, which basically has their credentials, their academics, professional, and skills match with the job descriptions, so that the right person in the right job. So as Goldman Sachs CEO earlier used to say, blue-eyed people in blue-eyed job, black-eyed people in black-eyed job, and brown-eyed people in brown-eyed job. So wherever your academics and professional credentials and all align to that job, you will be much more happier over the longer term. So that's what we do. But now I'll take an opportunity to just share my screen, and just go through what we are solving here. So yeah, so let me do it full screen. Yeah, we go. So basically, the problem we are solving is, as I spoke, like using blockchain, is the fake degrees that are sold each year, and you will be surprised to know it is actually a big market, like a $20 billion market is there as per UNESCO, which is of these diploma mills, fake diploma mills, and 10 million fake degrees are sold each year. And we have a 10% share of that in the study abroad market, which we have started to focus on first as a niche, where a lot of emerging people from emerging countries, including India and Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, and all these people go abroad for to Europe or US for studying for their masters and all. So then these people sometimes fake, most of the time they have their agents create their fake degrees and all that. And then once they go there, sometimes they are caught, sometimes they are not. But when they are caught, it's a pretty bad thing for them, for the family, for everyone, and they are deported and all that, right? So that's the problem. And another problem is, even the professional platforms like LinkedIn are not able to solve the problem of actual verification. Who is real and who is not. Like, this is an actual snapshot from LinkedIn, various profiles. So same picture, different names and different titles, yeah, and different connections, right? So somewhere we have 500 plus, somewhere we have 4, somewhere we have 9. So how do you know like who is a real person here, right? And in the age of generative AI, as I said, this problem is likely to escalate further because give it your degree, the AI model, give your degree and tell just replace your your friend's name on it. It will output the same degree with the friend's name. But is it genuine? No. So the issuer has to issue or approve your degree, whatever you are putting on chain, as a genuine or not. And that's when everyone will say, oh yeah, it's genuine or not. So what we are doing is our solution is to use blockchain to e-seal on record the academic certificates and work experience letters and skills on the chain. And also anyone like other university, other employers and other background verification companies can verify it later. This we believe will change the current manual background verification from being slow, costly and fraud prone to becoming instant, cost effective and secure, right? And how it broadly works is the issuer will issue the degree or write the metadata about each certificate like your ID, your candidate name and college name, course, all these things can be automated. Only thing is just the candidate wallet address has to be unique, and the ID has to be unique and the names and all for that particular certificate. So they upload the certificate, they click on issue, then that certificate goes to it sits in the wallet account of the holder, which is the employee or the student. Issuer will be the employer or the university. Verifier will be the third party background verification company or other university or other employer who can just input your ID number and then can check your on-chain data, which is already verified. This way, we bridge the gap between the issuer of the certificate, the university and the employer, the holder, the employee or the student, and the third party background verification companies. And in the e-sealer, anyone like the university can upload and write the metadata, upload the certificate, compute its cryptographic file hash, and register it online. How do we know whether it's fraudulent or not in the verification? Because each file will have a unique cryptographic hash which gets stored on the chain. If you tamper even a bit, even if you change the dot in your document, the hash generated will change. So because of the mismatch of the hash and mismatch of the data on chain and on the certificate shown to you, if there is a mismatch, means the certificate presented to you is a fake certificate. It's not genuine. That's how we check it. Now another one is in the CV on the blockchain. If I would like to give it a demo for that also, which is a new product. So the earlier one that I showed is basically a B2B solution where universities and employers will upload the certificate of their student and employees respectively. But we have now created a much more scalable solution, which is a B2C, wherein the full CV will be on the blockchain, wherein it starts from filling up in step one, filling a very simple form about your personal details, your education, work experience, skills, achievements, and your profile summary. Whatever you write has to be self-attested. Your whatever you are writing here, mentioning here, giving your links, everything, even your photo and everything has to be self-attested. Then in your education, you have to first self-attest whatever you are saying. Secondly, you can start uploading the proof, digital proof of whatever you did from class 10, 12, in your graduation and undergraduation. Then you can, from the platform itself, just write the email ID of your college or common email ID like support or something like. Basically, you as a student or you as an employee have full rights to ask your university or the employer that, hey, I want to get my certificate verified by you. Yeah, right. It is a very common practice. Every day you have to do transcript verification when you change jobs, right? And when you, in the background verification process, even when you are applying for SAT or these SOP for these universities, you have to have approvals, and transcript is a very important part of an application process. So that time also you have to upload this. So you just write your email ID of the issuer, click on send. Automatically at the same time an automated email from our platform goes into the this email ID saying that, dear so and so, this person, whoever is doing in the personal details, whatever name you have mentioned, has shared his certificate with you. Can you please approve it? This is the link, or check, or not approve it. Can you please verify it? And then in that email is a simple link where the certificate that the student has uploaded or the employee has uploaded can be seen by the issuer, and in one click can be approved or rejected. And whatever approval or rejection is there, it goes directly on the chain. And this is how, voila, your CV is created. And it's a great UI UX and very simple way. Just fill a simple form, keep uploading your certificate, keep clicking on send email after that, and your email and your certificate will be approved or rejected, whatever it is, until it is approved in your skill section in the full CV. So this is the output. While you fill the form and everything, you click on submit, and all your certificate will become an NFT. Each certificate becomes an NFT or a SBT, soulbound token, because there's no point of sharing your educational and employment certificate with someone else. It's of no use to them, right? So it's a count of an SBT, soulbound token also. So you can click on view certificate and can actually check the certificate behind it. And this NFT will be uniquely named. It's a dynamic NFT, uniquely named NFT of certificate of completing what course or whatever degree by whoever from whatever institute, right? Or for completing 5 years of uh, investment management job by Apoorva Bajaj or by whoever from Goldman Sachs or from JP Morgan. And then your certificate, actual your work experience certificate goes on to that, whatever you have uploaded when you are filling this form, right? And in this CV you have your whatever you have filled here will automatically become your CV. Automatically this education part will be populated. This is your name, your personal details, phone number, etc. This is your the professional summary of your quick summary of a profile. These are your skills, these are your work experience and achievements and all. And till it is approved, till the underlying certificates is approved by the issuer, it will remain in the pending status. As it is approved, it will go to approved status. And when we will use AI on top of this, meaning to match the verified profile on the chain with the job description, then we will prioritize applications where it is more approved, or 100% of it is approved. So that's why we give an impetus to students to get it approved. And also we give them our own utility token of our platform, ebook, which will very soon be going in the TGE on the DEX and then CEX as well. So but that I'll talk a little later. But then this is how your CV is created. And yeah, so one more important point: your work experience, yes, your employer can approve. Your achievement certifications, yes, wherever you got the degree, Udemy, Coursera, they can approve or chain, or the professor who have told can do. Education, your university or school can approve. But what about your skills? Who will approve your skills, right? Whether you know project management, cybersecurity, Python, and all. This is the biggest problem in Web3. When you go and find a developer, they say we know this and this. They are the good, great CV created by ChatGPT or generative AI applications, AI-driven applications, but they know nothing. Who will verify whether you know or not? And after 2 to 3 or 5 to 6 months, you know that this person was bullshitting, or either in the interview or when he was working, right? So your skills have to be approved on chain by your bosses in the company or your colleagues working there from their professional IDs. And we believe in a professional world, when you are giving on chain, cryptographically signing that yes, I know this in this person, he knows this in this skill. You do not have any incentive to lie, right? And that has to be not your @gmail.com No, it has to be your official ID. But tomorrow, if you have approved someone, even if a boss or your friend and someone or colleague, it is upon you. If caught, like if you have done wrong thing, then it's upon you to then give the answers. Why did you approve this? Whoever has approved, because ultimately when we'll charge this to the employer, we'll show the email ID of the approver also, because that's the alpha. That's the main thing. Who approved this skill on the chain? I don't want my skill to be approved by my wife or by my child or someone, right, on chain. So everything we have thought about has to be perfectly verifiable and approved by the actual issuer and not by anyone else. And that too on chain, stored forever. And one last thing, if this is done one time, 90% of the pain of the background verification is gone, because once approved, it is there on chain forever. Only thing you have to get approved is updation. You keep doing a new course, new achievement, new certification. You keep on uploading them, and that becomes a part, right? Sorry, excuse me. Yeah. So so going forward, as I said, with respect to the roadmap, we have this verifiable CV on the chain already created. It's a B2C platform now. B2B is also there. The B2C is also there now. And then we'll use natural language processing, deep learning, NLP to match basically the keywords in your CV, credits, grades, learning medium, learner profile, everything with the job description. And that's how the match is there. And we believe we can do on-chain transactions of 6 million per year on-chain, so we can quench the thirst of so many layer 1 and layer 2 blockchains, by giving them transactions.
If you
So
don't mind
that's why
me
we are a
jumping in,
multi-chain solution.
if you don't mind me just mentioning real quick that you guys already
Sure.
have about 50,000 students testing this in the MVP
Yes,
stage.
exactly. That's my next. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So yes, so we have 50,000 credentials already on chain, $20,000 in revenues. We have in the pipeline or also access to 1 million plus students in 20 universities in India and 15 different companies. Some of them, yes, Web3 also. And some of them we met, like James and all, in the Solana Temple program in last 4 weeks itself, where we have a lot of good partnerships, with Web3 companies. Because, we are a Web 2.5 startup. Besides gaming, one other sector where people can come from Web 2 to Web 3 is education. So we are the Web 2.5 sort of a project where we can bring a lot of Web 2 users to the Web 3 for the first time. So these people will buy our tokens, will use this utility token within the platform and all. So that's how they will start learning and getting their accounts in exchanges from DEX and all that. And then they will start using these dApps on chain, because ultimately the biggest problem in Web3 is user. There are great infrastructure, a lot of people. UX, yes, needs to improve, but then it's slowly getting there. But then we need a lot of people and students to use it, and that's where we can help. And we are also working with the educational government regulator department to scale a solution faster, because and educational government, it's basically a like healthcare, it's also a government regulated industry. So we are hand in hand working with them, like National Skill Development Corporation of India. They have given us grant, and also the other things like we are a part of their digital skills accelerator program, top 10 in India. Out of 500 plus skill tech startups, only 10 they have selected. One of them is Edubuk. Then we have also registered our company in UAE for international expansion, for which we also got the golden visa for international expansion and going to Europe, Middle East, and Africa markets, EMEA region. And this is our team. We have a full-time CTO and a full-time CMO with relevant work experience as well. Shivani and I have already spoken about ourselves. We have a great advisory board, and James now is a part of it as an angel investor and advisor, as we have already announced on Twitter. And it's led by Mr. Ish Anand, who is a serial entrepreneur, 30 plus years of experience in the startup ecosystem, has built and scaled multi-million dollar companies across continents. And then Dr. Narsingh Rao, former Vice Chancellor at an Indian University, and Dr. Sindhu Bhaskar, who is also co-founded FinTech and Blockchain Association in the US, and also co-founder of EST Fab company in the US. So they are helping us scale faster, and with their advisory. And obviously James will now help us from the Web3 angle, because we have a great Web2 part, but Web3 is something little different. So James is a great addition to our team and a complementary at that, who will help us with that. And these are some of the agreements that we have signed with the various universities in India. These are some of the sessions that we take for skilling and CV creation with the students. As you can see, each of them 500, 600 students in the universities. These are the all the merit-based awards that we have got from Harvard, MIT, in Boston. We went there and then got this. So basically, we were the only startup to be representing India by Harvard and MIT's conference of Hub Week in Boston. So they called us from India, and we demoed our product there. Then we are working with government regulators, be it in India, be it in Dubai, be it with National Skill Development Corporation, NASCOM, and we are a multi-chain company, so we have got grants from XDC Concordium, Solana First Prize ONDC Hackathon. To add to that, Solana Temple, basically we were the second prize winner out of the 30 projects overall, which were there in the seed stage category, and we are awarded as top three project in various scales, and we are also granted by Scale and Polygon, and also top 10 projects in the Tsunami Venture-a-thon. We are a part of Google for Startups Web3 Accelerator program and Microsoft for Startup, where they have given a $100,000 grant as a credit for GCP and all. And then various media houses have mentioned about us on merit basis. The biggest award is again from Indonesia, Bali, which is a G20 award, where we were the winner of the best edtech startup jury's choice in the G20 conference in Indonesia 2022, when this was majorly an idea, but now it's actually a product. So we have been building this from last 2 years, and then fintech and banking, various you know, we have got grants from SDC plus HDFC, IDFC First Bank, with CNBC TV18, top 100 startups in India in the Leap to Unicorn series out of the 5,500 applications. So a lot of things we have got. And yeah, so we have a utility token, which is called ebook, which will be very soon live. And this is a kind of a learn to earn model where platforms like Coursera, Udemy, they say that people, only 2 to 3% students or people who start the course actually complete it. So we want to incentivize our ecosystem to start the course and also complete it by giving them tokens at the end as a reward, at the end of completing the milestones and courses and all, in between and also at the end, right? So incentivize to complete the skilling courses and keep uploading your CVs, keep them verified, you earn these ebook tokens. How you can use it if within the ecosystem is for paying the skilling courses. So the more you learn, the more the tokens you get. These tokens you can use to further subsidize your future education via our platform for these upskilling courses in the emerging tech, where there's huge demand, any which is by MNCs. Then they can receive value-added services using these tokens, like mentorship programs, one-to-one. Then you have workshops like how to give interview, how to make a good impression, first impression, and English speaking, soft skills, and all those, which makes people students a wholesome individual and very confident when they speak English or something in their interviews and all. And yeah, till date we have reached 300K cloud credits and all, will be very soon in the market with a $1 million round. We already have a lead investor from the Europe as well. So these are our websites. But before I end, I would also like to quickly cover one more thing on the yeah. So basically, we all know that we are in the fourth industrial revolution, where the efficiency and effectiveness comes from these using these emerging tech. This is a report by World Economic Forum. These emerging tech usage across sectors is important. This is from McKinsey. So across sectors, these technologies are affecting. So like in 2000, we everyone in the emerging market and everywhere had to use the computers for the first time. Now everyone have to use these emerging tech. There is no going back. People using this will get jobs. People don't have this knowledge will not. So we have to upskill everyone. So it's a great time to teach this technology and to upskilling yourself. And a decade ago, like 5 years ago, which was a $14 trillion market, 5 years from now, it will be a $210 trillion market, like 15-fold jump. And as every year, even this year, in Davos World Economic Forum, a report is published that the world is facing a reskilling emergency. 1 billion plus professionals in the world have to have skill with various emerging technology skills, and then they can get high paying and high in demand jobs across sectors, not a tech phenomenon anymore. From pharma, from healthcare, from automobile, every sector have to have these technologies. So the best time is now, and that's what we have our CETA program for, Certified Emerging Tech Analysts, where we teach these 25% theory, 75% hands-on practical projects. We also teach them prompt engineering, and we also teach them all these new age generative applications like ChatGPT, Midjourney, Synthesia, Vex, and all that. And yeah, and so they get at the end of the program, because we are a government registered startup, everything legal, brilliant. So we are authorized to give certificates to students as a skilling partner. So level 1 is fundamentals of existing and emerging technologies. Level 2 is intermediate with application of technologies in live projects with companies, and then advanced with capstone projects and internships. So like CFA is a golden program for penines, investment management, chartered financial analyst. Similarly, we have devised this CETA, Certified Emerging Technologies Analyst as a course, being the gold standard for the emerging tech education in the no code space. And this is the award that I was talking about, Skill India Digital Accelerator Program. We are one of the top 10 startups there, approved and granted by NSDC. These are some of our happy customers, various universities. These are our highly rated, these are some of the courses that we have, most of them are 4 and 5 rated, and great feedback we have got. And recently we did a demo for a CV on the blockchain product. It went great. We have another demo coming up with 200 plus students. I hope it will go great as well. Secondly, like we got a very positive feedback. People, students saying that, oh, this is very simple, very easy. We do not need to have a formatted CV, Word document, format each and every point and all. No, just fill a simple form wherever you are getting an English problem because you are not from an English native country like in India. Copy your English, send it to ChatGPT in a free version for students, and then take the more professional written line from there, copy it in your CV. So I have told them it's your generative AI driven CV on fully verifiable on the blockchain, the CV part. And this is the platform, like the feedback that we get from various people. It's a great thing. And yeah, these are the courses. And yeah, this is our G20 award, Gov statue back in 2022, September in Bali. And this is our, as I was talking about, CNBC award, Leap to Unicorn Top 100 Startups, EduBook. We got it by the IDFC First Bank and CNBC out of 5,500 startups. And yeah, this obviously we have already spoken about. Yeah, just lastly, like, yeah, we are granted by these various organizations. And yeah, so I'll just stop there. And yeah, by the way, like, apart from everything else, we are also focusing on UN SDGs while we are working. Goal 4 is of quality education, where we are reskilling and upskilling the youth in India. Goal 5 is gender equality. We take lesser fee from the female, students. Then goal 8 is decent work and economic growth, because these new age emerging technology have a lot more takers in the industry, in MNCs. So AI, blockchain, cybersecurity, by teaching and skilling people in here, we are focusing on goal 8 of the United Nations Social Development Goals, and goal 17, partnership for the goals all across the world, including in the Bali Solar Temple program that we did. So yeah, so that's about it from my side for now for on EduBook. And yeah, our pre-sale will be live very soon. I'll keep everyone updated via Twitter. Our handles will be there at the rate EduBook Trust is our Twitter handle. Yeah. So yeah, over to you, James. Like for next steps. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I appreciate that rundown. And people on Twitter have dropped about a few comments, and a lot of them are saying very interesting. Apoorva is very passionate about this. I love to see it. A whole bunch of fire emojis. So people are really loving what they're hearing right now. Just for everybody to know a
Thank you.
little
Thank you.
bit of strategy here, um, one way that I am going to be helping the squad here cook is in the passion of helping them connect with Web3 projects like us here at Liquidium, like others that I've already talked to, such as Ordinals bot, so that the students up and coming can be exposed to Bitcoin native technologies, Bitcoin native applications, understand
Yes.
how they work, is
Mhm.
so that um, we can further help the youth understand how they can contribute to building on Bitcoin, and of course building on Web3 technologies in general. But we especially want to do our due diligence in making sure that building on Bitcoin is understood why it's important, and understand that it is a bit more nuanced than some other blockchains to build on. So providing that information early and often, I think it will be a very big thing for the upcoming generation to understand that, especially since Bitcoin is the most widely adopted asset in the Web3 category. It will be here longer than we're here. So for us to pass on that information, further enrich the upcoming generations about decentralization of monetary and getting away from what is the institutionalized financial system and the benefits of what the Bitcoin ethos is of course very important to us here. So I just wanted to insert that there before we go to any questions. Pete, do you have any questions, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, no, that was great. You guys cooked. That's super insightful. I prepared just a few that we can talk about here. Um, let's see. I wanted to ask about the rewards for the token. So is it like while you're completing some of these certificates you get rewarded, or what other like kind of incentives are you going to use the token for? I always find those interesting.
Sure. Yeah, so it will be much more broader going forward, but let me tell you our vision. So first of all, yes, for completing, the students can complete the courses on our platform, like taking AI course, blockchain course, cybersecurity, complete the CETA program. Every time they complete each milestone, we give them these ebook rewards. Then when and we are not only at the book specific thinking about that, because we want to really help the students, and we agree that in the world there are a lot of courses and we as a platform cannot build all. So even if you're doing a course from outside our platform, like from Udemy, Coursera, edX or somewhere, so that credential, as long as you can prove it and approve the and send your certificate and get it approved on the chain, you get this token for that also, our ebook token. So because we incentivize you to keep learning, keep upskilling and all that, so that's where we want to be incentivized. So it will be a very broader ecosystem where we promote you learning, upskilling and everything. And Shivani, would you like to add anything here on this one?
No, I think you covered all. Other than that, the students will also get airdrops. So there are certain people who might get the airdrop. So we'll just share with James the link to the form. They can follow our socials, get the airdrops. Other than that, rewards.
Yeah.
Yes, the students will get the rewards for completing the courses, and also the students who get the placements like internships or contractual employment or even full-time
Yes.
role, they will also be rewarded with code tokens.
Yeah, and how can they use these rewards is something I wanted to cover. Shivani, you can take the door if possible. Yeah. So basically, um, so one thing is very simple. They can use these tokens on our platform, and people using these tokens will get a discounted price overall versus paying in fiat. So that's how we incentivize the utility of the token within the platform. That's one way, for paying the fees, you can use the tokens. Secondly, using the token, you become a part of an amazing ecosystem. In that ecosystem, you have basically mentorship sessions, you have soft skill sessions, interview preparations, and all that. So your wholesome personality will be there, and then we can add more and more partners as we grow. Other edtech companies can come into our platform. We can collaborate with hands other Web3 companies, and then we can use our token there. For example, one great company, we met another winner from another track in the pre-seed stage from the in this Solar Temple program is called Gravity, right? So the founder is Nin, right? So what he said is he will be very happy to use ebook as a utility token in his platform, where he incentivizes community. So one side is student community with the verifiable credentials of Edubuk. One side will be the employer community. And he is one of the person who has worked for 10 plus years in the HR tech domain, selling the SaaS product to various HRs. So various HRs know them. So our token can be used in these ecosystems as well, where again, anything to do with education to employment, and anything in between within the Edubuk platform or within our partner ecosystem, or later on even outside, is what we will have this ebook utility token as well. So that's the plan, that's the vision. And unlike other initial projects which could not build a lot more utility in the education space for the token, I think we will change it. We are here for the longer term. We will definitely build a stronger buy power from our ecosystem, from our new students onboarding, and that will be used. And also, by the way, we also have a plan later on, once it becomes more, mainframe, then even employers can use these tokens to, pay the fee that they would have paid us in fiat to get access to these already verified credentials on chain. Like they pay LinkedIn to get contact details, they can pay us, right? When we have 500,000 students, 1 million plus students, all verified, no need to do background check again. So they will pay us to get access to this platform, and they can pay us in ebook tokens, and their employees can be upskilled. And so much can be done. I mean, as a startup, baby steps first. We crawl and walk slow, and then we run. So that's where we want to go. But then that's the vision that we have. But yeah, so that's where we have started for now. Yeah. Thank you.
Nice. Nice. Super cool. Then I think James that you guys use like the Solana blockchain to verify everything.
Yeah.
So then my question would be, are there any struggles, or maybe like how do you onboard people who are not familiar with blockchain or crypto?
Perfect. This is a perfect example of a very recent partnership we have done with Octo wallet of CoinDCX. Basically, what that wallet enables is a account abstraction. Just use your simple Gmail and login, and your wallet will be automatically created. No need to sign with the MetaMask and all. No need to create your MetaMask wallet at all. Just come in and log in with your Gmail. Your wallet will be automatically created. In that, the Soul token or the other tokens will also be airdropped immediately via a pay master contract. So as long as we fund the central contract with Soul token or Paul token or other XDC token, whichever chain we are using for that particular website, so that token will be airdropped. Why I am saying multi-chain, why I am saying different chains is also because at scale and in a professional world with universities and with employers, if we have to really give them 24/7 uptime, we cannot have another issue like Trump launching another token, and for 24 and 48 hours Solana goes. We are, our chain is not able to accept more transactions. We are facing a bunch of transactions, and then for 48 hours the blockchain is clogged. Then who will upload certificate, and they will create a lot of mess. So at that time we can switch the chain from Solana to Polygon to XDC and all. So that will create a centralized database at our backend. But then everything else will be on chain stored, so that we know like which student has got which application on which chain, that our whole backend tech ecosystem will be taken care of. So scalability should not be an issue for now, given we can do 5 million 6 million transactions per year. So for that we are a multi-chain company, and we can use switch between different blockchains. That's how we have created our tech at the back end. Yeah.
So cool, yeah.
Nice. Well, super like that account abstraction. That's really cool. I didn't know that
Exactly.
there were people like that offering that. That's pretty useful. But
Exactly.
I think this is probably the final question that we might have time for.
Sure.
But maybe if you could talk more about maybe the challenges with the like the verification process, like how that's handled. Maybe like who verifies like somebody has completed this, but then who verifies the verifier too? Is it like you guys who brings them onboards them? But yeah, anything around that topic.
Absolutely. So basically, with respect to the challenges, one, when we started with the B2B, it's good, but it takes like 3 to 4 months to close even 1 to 2 universities, because it's a good big lead time to close deals with these universities. So yes, once we close a university, they will upload the certificates get it directly on chain, approved by themselves because they are the issuer of the certificates. Then we said, let's give the power back to the people, decentralized. What the blockchain is known for. So then we shifted to a also this B2C solution, wherein the burden, the onus is upon the student or the employee to get it approved by a simple email ID. Send that email from our platform itself. Just write the email ID, click on send, and then call the employer or email them separately, maybe if they are not approving it automatically at the on-chain. But yes, we need to scale it a lot more because this our ecosystem like Facebook and others, like LinkedIn, will have network effects. Once we have 100,000 students, we have 5 employers. These talk to another 10, the another 20. That's how the ecosystem will be made. And then slowly and fastly, EduBook will be the go-to platform for these background verified already professionals. But yes, initially we will do the hard work. If the student is facing a problem of getting it approved, or if an employee is facing a problem, they will write to our support at edubook.com. Our team will manually reach, like how today the background verification is done. Maybe initial steps we will help wherever the problem is coming. Although it's automated, it's all on chain, but then we can call the employee and say that this student or this person has uploaded their certificate. We have emailed you at this and this time. Can you please check? Click on the link and approve or reject whatever you have to do of their certificate that they have uploaded. So initially, yes, we'll handhold them, but then it will have a network effect, and slowly and surely will become a global platform for academic and professional credentials and CV verification forever. So that's the aim. But yes, initially we'll have to do the heavy loading for that. But yeah. And also we will work with various
Awesome.
background verification companies because they are already with various employers empaneled. So in our ecosystem, we have employers, employee, students, universities, and third-party background verification companies, besides government and everyone. So these ecosystem is what will create a good ecosystem around us. That creates a moat and competitive advantage that other people cannot enter and imitate that quickly, because solution can be imitated, but not these partnerships.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome. No, that's all great. That's all great. It sounds really cool. And appreciate you guys coming on today and sharing with us. Like I said, James really was excited about what you guys are building, and I think he's happy
Yeah.
to be a part of it in
Oh
any
yeah,
capacity. So I think that's
stoked,
all great.
stoked. And I think you understand
We are also
now.
very happy to have James. Why James
Yep,
was
I
excited.
understand. I understand now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I
Thank you
think that's
so
pretty much
much.
all the questions. Again, appreciate you guys coming on. James, if you have anything that you want to say, or we can, wrap things
No,
up. But
yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
really
great.
appreciate you guys coming by and sharing some time with us and educating everybody about EduBook. We have about 370 people watching on Twitter right now, so shouts out to all of you guys tuning in and listening to the team here talk about EduBook. I hope you guys have got a lot out of this and found it informational and interesting for sure. Yeah, we can go ahead and close out. Do you guys have any final remarks before we head out?
No, I think all great. If people want to participate in a pre-sale, it will be from 2nd of April. And if, you can follow our socials at the Edubuk Trust on Twitter, and at the Edubuk Official on Telegram. And so you can become a part of our ecosystem, and we'll give you updates, and you can become a part of it. And also happy to have you on board. Anything on you, Shivani, from your side?
Yes, we'll soon have an ambassador program running. So if they want to participate there, they can go ahead. Also, for the skilling part and CV on chain, it's a global product. So anybody who would like to upload their CVs, they can start just doing it right away. No issues at all.
Yeah,
Perfect.
any issues, let us know on that Telegram. We are very active there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys, if you want to be a user, if you want to be, want to help behind the scenes, whether you are an individual or if you are a blockchain-based company, whether you're in Bitcoin, whether you're in another blockchain like Solana or an EVM, and you feel like this is something interesting to you, you would like to help with education on specific applications or blockchain, definitely reach out because we're growing the network quickly, and we would love to include anybody who would like to be there in any capacity to help spread the education aspect of what we're doing here in this space. And with that being said, you guys have a fantastic evening, and everybody watching, have some fun today. Get off the phone a little bit, go outside, stretch out, and then get back to the grind. It's always going to be here, and we'll always be here too. So with that being said, we love you all, and we'll see you again next week. Peace.
Thank you. Bye bye. Peace.
Peace, guys.
Thank you.